Hi everyone, this is Mr Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. This is of a patient who attended with a blocked right ear, and unfortunately for the patient, it's a chronic condition for them. They have to attend every, I think between 7 and 9 months to have their ears cleaned. And when the ears get blocked, the patient really struggles with their hearing. They're still at college and they find it hard to not only hear in lessons, but also when they're socialising with their friends. And so it's quite a problematic issue for them. Now, it is a bit of earwax, but predominantly it's dead skin, dead keratin that's failed to fully migrate. So it has migrated. So the ear canal and the eardrum is lined with a layer of skin, and as the skin dies and sheds, it moves sideways laterally like a conveyor belt out of the ear. But with this particular patient, it just, near the entrance, it just halts, it stops. And I suspect it's to do with the patient's ear canal anatomy near the entrance. Their left ear is fine, so they do have a bit of wax and dead skin in the left ear, but nothing like this. And I just think where I am now, there's a bit of a kind of a trench, if you like, a basin, just here where I am now. And I suspect as the skin is migrating, it gets trapped here. Now, what's interesting about this patient, or what I think you guys will enjoy watching, is not only, obviously, I'm sure you'll enjoy watching this and find it educational as well, but on the eardrum, there's a layer of dead skin, keratin. So the eardrum itself is made up of 3 membranes. Now, the outer membrane is made up of the same skin that lines the inner 2/3 of the ear canals. That's a very thin layer of epithelial skin. It's less than 0.1 millimeters in thickness. It's very thin. The middle membrane of the eardrum is made up of fibrous and connective tissue. That's what gives the eardrum its rigidity and elasticity. And then the innermost membrane, so the medial membrane, is the mucosa membrane. So the mucosa is a layer of skin that's secretory, so similar to the skin that lines the inside of our mouth and inside of our nose. But this skin that's the outermost layer, so the lateral layer skin, it's shedded, but it hasn't come off the eardrum, and it's just stayed there. And so it looks like a wrinkled eardrum at the moment. And you will see me using a fine end suction gauge, and we're going to approach the eardrum and we'll remove that for the patient. So I'm just reverting to the Jobson horn. I've got the big mass of dead skin and wax out using the fine end. Well, you'll just use the fine end suction probe for this. We don't need the full sucker. And we're now going to just remove this off the eardrum. So we're gently approaching it, and you can see it's also, the skin is lining the bottom part of the ear canal. Fortunately, it came out in one single piece, one single layer, and that's the patient's eardrum. So there's little bits, bobs there, a bit further. We're going to leave that. On the outer third here, the cartilaginous portion, just going to hover over it, quickly just remove some of this debris, this dead skin. When I originally moved the blockage at the entrance, the patient commented that they could hear so much better. And of course, when I removed the layer of eardrum, it made it even, their hearing more acute for them. So they're really pleased. So this is this little trench. I'm just hovering over with the fine end. So because on the cartilaginous portion, we can put a bit of pressure, but we're trying to avoid that. Just mopping up there. The patient has got quite a bendy ear. You can probably see it veers off to the left and back to the right, meanders. And that again can be a cause of the blockage of dead skin in the entrance. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. And you're all keeping well and safe. And remember, be nice and be kind to each other. Thank you. Bye.